just a bloke in a bar.
The great Nedd Brockmann.
Yeah.
Had a premiere Tuesday night.
Yeah.
I wish I could have made it. I was taking care of the young one.
Yeah.
But
well, listen, mate,
Priorities, mate. You obviously don't value him as a friend.
you know, you're obviously not that impressed at a kid who was like, 23 at the time, ran across the country for charity, raised $3 million for homelessness. Obviously, that doesn't sort of move the Denon needle.
No.
Certainly moved mine, though.
No.
Moved Tom's.
So premiere for Nedd Brockmann documentary.
Yep. Run.
And would
RUNN.
Is it a ripe tomato or a rotten tomato? How do you rate it as a critic? You went as a critic.
Oh, sorry. You got me there.
Yeah.
I was very confused.
Yeah, I was confused too.
I would
Sorry,
honestly
dude.
give it 100%.
100% rotten
I'd give it
tomatoes.
100%.
It was great.
I
So
loved
certified fresh with you.
I'm like
Certified fresh.
certified fresh. Honestly, obviously, there's like bias because he's a friend, a dear friend.
Close person.
There wouldn't. I'd be shocked if anyone went in and watched Run and didn't give it at least 90 plus. Like it's elite.
It's there's no like, oh geez, it could have used a bit more running. Like, it's just a good doco, and it's like it's sort of covering obviously the run across Australia, but then you go into like how he became such a sick freak for this thing, and it's like there's like old family footage.
Is it a sugar coating or is it balls to the
No,
wall?
it's
I wanna
raw.
see everything.
It's raw.
So he's not just painted as a male champion. You see.
No,
the-
you
the-
see.
Oh, no, you see
a
the
bit of
darkness too.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
got darkness. A bit of darkness.
Well, when you're out on the roads pounding pavement, I think
There's
darkness
darkness.
becomes
There's plenty of darkness in the early going. That's for sure. Which is eye opening. And his parents, particularly his mum, speaks like really honestly about everything. It's
Oh,
great.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
Stay tuned for that.
she's incredible.
Yeah, it's on KO Freebies next Tuesday.
Yeah. Dear friends.
Freebies?
Yeah. You
That's
don't even
a
have to
rip-off.
pay.
He should, mate.
You don't have to pay for it.
I tell you what.
You should pay for
you know
it,
what?
but you
That's-
don't have to.
That proves he's the people's runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the people's runner.
He is.
dude.
When people are running in Australia, who do they think of?
Well, they think of us, and they think of them.
Tom and Eddie, and then obviously Ned, obviously, you know.
Obviously Nedd.
But mate, it's absolutely incredible, and just how passionate he is about homelessness comes through in it as well. Like, it's just the stuff I was not aware of at all.
And what do you think the walk to conversion runner is? So people that walk in there not as runners and walk out as runners. What do you reckon?
I was sitting next
conversion
to my
rate?
wife who was like watching Ned run across the country, and she's like, fuck, I need to start running. I'm like, Jesus. Like, it was just, I'm like, really? This is what you needed to see some guy like almost dying running to
Even though she saw you complete a marathon.
Exactly what? I couldn't inspire you?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That sucks.
But, mate, like it fires you up.
Fires you up?
Mate, he gets like 1,000 people to his 4 a.m. run clubs.
Yeah.
Like the bloke moves the fucking needle.
Oh, he
It's
moves the needle.
unbelievable.
He moves the needle. Now, I wanted to give the people a preview for, speaking babies with Eddy and Denon.
Yep.
Beak and Eddie. And Tom, you're not. I don't think you're gonna have insight on this.
Okay.
But I
that's
want
fine.
you to tell me how to deal with this because I'm heartbroken.
Okay.
I'm hurting. Like
Yep.
genuinely in here
Yep.
hurts.
Yep.
Physically. Mm-hmm. My son no longer needs me to put him to bed. He gets into his little cot by himself. He puts his little, he waddles over, he puts his little dummy in by himself as well, and then he starts hitting the thingo rather than getting into my, because I put him to bed usually,
Yep.
put him to sleep, rather than me rocking him to bed, he just jumps in there and takes care of himself. Basically a man now.
Like, obviously, I can see how that's causing you quite a bit of distress as a parent, but I think that you need to see through that and stop being so selfish, quite frankly, and just eyeball it for what it is. And your son's become a man, okay? He's moments away from providing, okay, for the next generation, sounding pretty self-sufficient to me. I'm not ruling out a job of some description, you know what I mean?
Maybe a partner. Is he sneaking a bird in every night after?
Yeah, he might be sneaking one in.
That naughty little devil, eh?
Have you player cammed him at daycare? You might be slipping a couple off into the, you know.
He's definitely not like his father then.
No.
He struggled all the way till I was 18.
But mate, I think you need to be proud as punch. You know,
Okay.
I still put both my daughters to bed. So.
girls though, you know.
Okay. So there's all of that emotional connection, you reckon?
Wow, mate, I'd actually
And
love
I
to
just
be
want to
able
preface this like disclaimer. Tom doesn't know what he's talking
No,
about.
I don't. Do not listen to anything I'm saying because I'm unqualified. But we got them bunk beds, so they're in the same room.
Okay.
Now, Evie, who's actually here today, headphones on.
Cutest daughter in all the land.
Yeah, cutest. Followed up immediately by her sister Zoe. But Got him bunk beds. Evie's like, top bunk, fuck you. I'm having top bunk. It's like, right, you get top bunk.
She said, fuck you.
Oh, yeah. Tell me to go fuck myself. And so I said, okay, you can have top bunk. Now, she's scared of the top bunk, and now they both sleep in the same bed together underneath.
Oh, that's cute.
It's cute as fuck. But then I have to either lay in there with them to put them to sleep, and I'm just covered in legs, or they go, nah, this is too cramped, Dad. Just lay on the floor. I'm like,
So you haven't
great,
experienced the Nabra yet?
Oh, I've experienced the Nabra, but it's more now. It's not like get out of the room. It's lay on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Do you ever go up to the top bunk?
There is a weight requirement for the top bunk, and I'm currently above it. And
What's the weight requirement?
I think it's 100.
And what are you now?
103.
Yeah.
Jeez, what about how much they're working with? 100 kilos and it's a kid's bed. They're working with like 70 kilos.
Yeah, I know.
Of free space to not break.
Yeah, but listen, I also am like, I think that thing could probably withstand probably 200 kilos. They just don't want it. They don't want to even get close.
Okay.
Exactly. And also they're probably thinking to themselves, there's a world where parents want to get up with their kids. Obviously Tom can't, but most can.
Yeah.
Steph certainly has.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Not
There
shocking.
you go. You know what, Eddie? That's really good advice. I was looking at it selfishly.
You were. It's
Yeah.
not about Denon. It's
Yeah.
about your son. It's about Rain. It's about him becoming a man. I mean, it sounds to me like he needs to go and get him an accountant.
Yeah. Start paying taxes.
Well, open a bank account at least.
At least open a bank account. Maybe a Dolomites.
Okay.
They still doing them?
I don't know. I think so.
I tell you what, it friggin' hurt though. I was like, oh fuck, it hurt. Just
Yeah,
like, you don't need me no more, bro.
How old is he?
No.
He's not even one.
Yeah. See, that's tough.
He's early.
He's early.
He's really fucking ahead. He's not
Maybe
even
that's
one
it.
yet.
No, he's 11 months. 11 and
There you
a 11 and a little bit, I think.
When they just stop giving a fuck about you generally.
Actually, 10 days from
that's
11
when
months.
it starts to hurt.
Yeah, okay.
That's when it's like, nah, dude.
When they stop coming over and stop calling and stuff, you got a ways to go. You got more pain.
Maybe a year or so before he moves out.
He could.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if
might already be
you're
looking.
just tracking him,
The rental market, though, is pretty fucked. You'd want to have a pretty good job.
Dolomites no longer in action.
there you go.
Program dropped in 2021.
Don't forget
that's sad.
don't forget to measure Rain when he turns 2. So you know how tall he'll be.
Because what do? You
double it.
You double it?
Yep.
And it ends up, okay, that's a... Because like in his first 6 or 7 months, he was in the like 90th percentile. But I'm not that tall, so that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But it did give me hope.
But imagine if it was showing up that he's
wrong
going
on
to.
some level as well, because 7 foot people aren't fucking.
How do you know?
Because I just don't think that at 2 years old,
But you.
you're
ne-
3.5 foot.
Yeah. Yep.
I know what you're saying to me, and I know that I don't have any leg to stand on here from an experience perspective. I know that it's Denon and Eddie talk babies.
Yeah.
I'm happy to sit on the outside. I just think that
Looking in.
can't always be true.
You're looking in at the moment.
Obviously, it's not always true, but it is always right.
Maybe, you know what, maybe it's a general rule and there's an exception. There's exceptions with people that have growth spurts, but it's a general rule.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's always exceptions. There's exceptions to every rule, Denon.
You're
Otherwise it
all
wouldn't be a rule.
basically right. It says, while this method has been around for a long time, no research exists to demonstrate its accuracy.
It's accuracy or inaccuracy.
No research exists to demonstrate its accuracy.
So it's really just a kind of...
So we're not all right. I think
Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah, I think we're actually wrong. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's saying there's no research.
They haven't done any research.
Well, that's right.
Surely they
there's
would have done some
no
research.
evidence
They've done no research.
Right, but that doesn't mean that it's correct then.
They've done no research. Well, I tell you who it was correct for? Me. So that's 1 from 1.
You know what I can't believe? You'll believe Atlantis exists, but you won't believe Eddie's bloody...
Even though
yarn about-
I'm the proof in the pudding. The old man was
Hey,
shocked. He goes,
hey,
no one in the
hey,
history of our
dude.
family's been 6 foot.
There's a
no
lot of yarn about Atlantis. There's not much yarn about Eddie's height. It
He
could be
experienced
bullshit.
it.
It could be a lie.
He's actually been to the Atlantis of his theory, which was him doing it.
He's poor old Randall. Or what's his name? Not Randall.
Graham Hancock.
Graham. Poor old Graham. He's gone off Graham after that little
Like, if I
little
finally-
archaeologist buried him.
No, I didn't. I still like Graham.
You're
I
off
still
it.
like
Come
him.
on.
I think that
Come on, you're
Flint,
off Graham.
Flint Dibble put him in a fucking
Flint
body
put
bag.
him in a body bag. He's like, dude, we have so much evidence of hunter-gatherers, but none of this like secret fucking people you're talking about. It's like, ugh, etch.
But they still can't explain
have you
certain
seen
things.
have you seen
They still can't
Have you
explain-
seen the photo from above the pyramid of Giza? It's like not that accurate. It's like from above. It's like, yeah, there's just like a lot of stones lumped in there. Everyone's making out like it's the most precise thing of all time.
No,
So,
no, I mean, that photo is from the top of a fucking pyramid. It's not down there at the base where there's actual... But, mate, they can't explain Göbekli Tepe, so there's clearly things they can't
Can
explain.
I pose something to you?
Which
at the
I'm
moment,
just...
Tom?
That's all I'm saying.
Can I
I'm
pose
like,
something to you?
Let's not pretend like there isn't something.
Your method of logic right now, because they can't explain it. That same method of logic, you didn't use what he just said, where he said no evidence suggests that it's true.
No,
So
hold on. There's a fucking structure there that is humongous.
And you're sitting next to a bloke who was measured to be 6 foot when he was 2.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But that
I am Göbekli Tepe. You sat next to him. He's your old mate.
Tepe, dude.
You do look a bit like Göbekli Tepe.
Yeah.
You got a bit of that.
Like you see the inaccuracy.
Yeah, there's some holes.
Well, then why don't
You're
you believe
inconsistent,
But then
mate.
you're inconsistent in the other way.
I never said Göbekli Tepe didn't
You're
exist.
saying you're like, oh, fucking Graham Hancock shit. All
I said is you used to suck him from the back and now you don't. That's what I'm saying.
I still suck him from the back, dude.
Because that little, what's the archaeologist?
Flint
Dibble, dude. Flint fucked him up.
He dibbled
No,
him
he
up.
didn't fuck him up, but he was good. It was
got
good.
dipped.
Dude, Dibble was pretty good.
No, he was good, dude.
Shout
I
out
liked
to the
it.
Dibble.
I liked Flint Dibble. How about fucking, speaking of getting bodied on
Terrence.
Rogan, how about Terrence Howard?
Oh, he got
Oh my goodness
Oh,
gracious
so-
me. That
yeah.
was tough.
That was tough.
Eric Weinstein. He was good though.
He was being nice about it.
He was being
wasn't
nice,
being
very
arsehole.
nice.
But he's also like the most brutal part was like when he asked him to explain. He's like, "Do you know what this?"
This was supersymmetry.
He's like, "Do you know what
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is?" And he's like, he can't explain it.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what he's looking at.
tough.
He's like, "You're not."
You wonder how it even gets to how he gets to this point.
Because
Of
he's
like,
actually smart as shit.
Yeah.
That's what I don't get. Is Terrence Howard is like when
But he's not
really-
classically trained. He's just making shit up, and then he doesn't.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is he clearly has a high IQ.
Yes.
Because like the things that he remembers are kind of they put it way more than I fucking remember.
No, he's very impressive. The problem is, and Eric points it out a couple of times, is he's like, you haven't gone and researched enough into the problems that you're posing. Is like this. There's been theories on this that have been like fact checked.
He knows enough to sound
and put
smart.
through the rigor
Yeah.
that you're just not citing, or you either haven't read.
He knows enough to sound smart, but not enough to know he doesn't know that much.
Yes.
I started listening to it and I'm like,
It's dense.
It's
this
so
is
dense, bro.
dense, bro. I'm pretty sure I just trust Eric Weinstein's fucking you up right now, and I'm just gonna bounce. I
Yeah.
can't listen to 4 hours of this shit.
it was exceedingly dense.
You know what they can explain is how good Day is.
Oh, look at that!
They
He's
actually-
drinking it. We need to get you a Good Day bottle as well, don't we? That's
Yes, we do.
That'd be
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That'd be
that'd be
great. But I'm actually, as you can see, guys. Even the other day, someone left a comment. They're like, "Kempy nearly drank that bottle of piss when we're doing Packer Up Boys." It was actually my good day. So look,
He is loyal, Denon.
Yeah.
He's
I will.
very loyal.
I will,
Which we
It's-
appreciate.
You know what? Good day is literally just their piss in bottles.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
Listen, if you want to feel the difference, punters and dribblers,
drink our urine.
drink our urine. bigwoodhealth.com.au. Code dribblers. That's going to get you 20% off. That's our gift to you, the punter and the dribbler, and the DMP community.
And what's going on with the maroon hoodies? When are they dropping?
They're not maroon hoodies actually, doing. They're brown.
They're brown.
Brown hoodies, and I won't.
You see that? What you've got
That's
on?
maroon.
That's maroon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Different shade.
No.
Different shade.
Yeah, different shade of
colour. Different
Bounced
colour.
out trackies are back
Yep. When they come back, boys?
next week.
Okay.
We
They've arrived.
They've arrived. Last time we did our bounce out trackies was about 3 years ago.
4 years ago.
4 years ago, and we pre-sold them. Then COVID was sort of getting into its work. Supply chains, shipping, et al. Punters and drillers didn't get them till the warmer months. We're going to say spring, summer. Which
But they got them.
they did get them.
Listen, the month may have started with an N,
Yeah.
which is not ideal for bounced out trackies.
Narch.
Narch, yes.
Narch.
No, August. Now, we this time we weren't going to make the same mistake.
Okay.
We're going to wait till they arrive and then we're going to sell them. They're here. They're ready to rock. They're in country.
Yep.
Tuesday, hellosport.shop, 6 p.m. The Tuesday, July 16.
Alrighty. And then once you bounce out trackie, the next week after that, Monday, 6 p.m., the 22nd, green and gold. Spray jackets, hoodies, and shirts, and our hats are back. That's Monday, 6 p.m., the 22nd of July.
Which you will need if you're going to support the nation.
If you're going to support the nation, you
green
are
and gold.
going to need it.
Get around your nation. Get around your nation. We have some good content that we'll be dropping at Monday, 6 p.m. to say that they're alive. I can't give you any more than that. Matter of fact, I probably should have shown these boys before we got on air, but I'll show you after it.
Okay, sick.
Because it might be the greatest video ever put together.
Oh,
wow.
it's that good.
Okay.
To me, anyway.
Yeah.
To me looking at it, it makes me laugh so fucking much. So that's what my opinion.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah. So there you go, guys. 22nd of July, going live, 6 p.m. Hoodies, spray jackets, hats, and shirts. Get
Also,
around to nation.
I also just want to, we were sort of discussing it before in the green room, but I just wanted to pour one out for the cafe downstairs. Cooh.
Tough times.
It's tough, dude. I'm fucking starving.
Cooh was an outstanding establishment, and it's now depends what sign you believe, but under renovations to one, not opening up again on the other. Not sure what's happening, but
You got to fuck something up to fuck that place up. It was so good, and it was always heaving.
damn, whatever happened there, I feel bad. I feel bad.
I feel bad for me and my
Yeah,
stomach.
I feel bad for me. And my
Because I had a grilled chicken poke bowl on the mind that was going to get one of the great workovers all time.
Yeah. Evie was going to come to lunch.
There was a possibility that I was going to have a Bloody Mary today. It was that sort of day.
Really? Bloody Mary kind of stuff?
Yeah.
Holy heck.
I wasn't ruling it out, Dennis.
Okay, wow.
I'm just, again, as I came in this morning, I told you, it's another great day to be grateful.
Yep.
All right, another day,
grateful.
another day.
You and your gratefuls
No,
today.
fuck you, dude. Another day on Earth, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you're feeling that, when you're feeling pumped up, when you're feeling alive, Denon,
okay.
sometimes you slip into a Bloody Mary, a BM.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not happening today.
Tomato martini.
A tomato martini.
Okay.
Tomato juice. You a big tomato juice guy?
No, not really. I haven't really had it, but I don't think I would like it.
Don't like it, TJ?
I don't think I would like it. I like tomato sauce, but I don't like tomatoes.
You don't think you'd like it, but you haven't tried it, have you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said
I
that.
can guarantee you'd like it.
Okay, fair enough.
I can't guarantee you'd like it, but I
would.
like it.
I guarantee you.
Okay. That may be true, Eddie.
He hates tomatoes
How do you know?
because he just.
I just said I hate tomatoes.
You don't, but you don't like tomatoes.
No, but I like tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce isn't tomatoes though.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
It's
that's
red sauce.
It's just red sauce.
Red
But why
sugar
don't you?
sauce.
But like, let's unpack
I just
that.
don't like
For
the taste of-
example,
taste
I
of
love
substance.
bananas, like the taste of bananas, but I don't like bananas, the fruit. I'll explain why. It's the
Substance, texture.
The texture in my mouth just wigs me out.
Yeah, yeah.
Call me a child. Call me a child.
No, I'm the
I'm
same.
not calling you a child.
Like I need a bottle of water to eat a banana.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't like the
Child.
texture of bananas either. I'm with you.
I don't mind a banana, but again, I'm not like.
But I'll smoothie those bitches up. Like I had a couple of bananas in the smoothie this morning, just a bit of water
I don't like the taste
because I'm
of
ripped like that. You know what I mean?
anything, period.
Unbelievable.
You
Unbelievable.
just had a banana and water.
As in, like, I didn't have milk. It wasn't.
Oh,
it was
yeah, no.
water, banana, a bit of protein,
You're not
some
even taking
oats,
the
rolled
milk
oats
carbs.
in there. Oof, berries.
Okay, cool.
You know you're getting shredded when you go on water over milk. That's shredded.
Well, because I'm built different,
Yeah,
Denon.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
Again, Gebekli Tepe.
Yeah,
I'm fucking.
yeah. You're a megalith.
Well,
I'm a
old
megalith.
and decrepit.
I'm a.
Oh wow.
No, it stood the
The
test of
greys are
time.
punching through, aren't they? You
They
can
are
see them
punching
underneath
through.
underneath the black.
Jeez, they're strong. Could you imagine if it just came back purely grey now? Like,
That's
no,
what I was saying. He comes back like he's fucking dyed out the
yeah.
last of his hair color.
the gods punish you for like going against your natural.
Well, but the gods know that I was robbed in a bed, so they know. They know the truth.
Speaking of the punning gods,
Yeah, bruh.
first, before we get into that though, use code Tedesco on menu log for free delivery. That's right, Tedesco for free delivery. Speaking of the punning gods, walk us through, because I'm seeing some conspiracies getting thrown out. I'm seeing show the slips. I'm seeing
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
We need to know what happened last week on About Even.
I'm glad
It was
this came up.
the greatest bed shit in
Well, hold
the
on. It
history
started
of
off as the
punting.
greatest week of all time. I had the perfect week. Every single bet got up. I picked every game, and then I put
Had a
them all
perfect
together
week
in a
of
multi.
tips.
So not line, just tips.
No, so I picked the Lions in every game.
Yep.
And then I put it all together in a multi.
Yep.
And then I didn't put it all on correctly.
So
And
how does
somebody-
that happen?
Because, dude, you know what? I'm a father of two. I'm busy. I have podcasts. I've got trackies coming out.
He doesn't
next
have an
Tuesday.
excuse. He doesn't have
I
an
don't.
excuse.
But I also fucking like, punting. I like to punt, but sometimes there's some intricacies to the way that it works on About Even that is I'm not gonna bore people with.
Okay.
But there's certain amounts of money you meant to put on to get a certain amount back. Blah blah blah. And I just fucking didn't pay attention, and I just did it all wrong.
He so he put the unit
Put it
scooper,
this way,
which
there'd
is
be
all
many
the lines-
weeks where people don't put their bets on, right? Like it's when someone has a successful week that we ask to see the bets.
then the
okay.
fine tooth comb.
That's
comes
when
out.
it's like, all right, let's see what you
Okay,
fucking know. Because there's plenty
okay.
of times when you just would forget, right? It's not
Forget to do
abnormal
it.
to
'Cause
forget.
You'd be sitting there for ages, probably put them all.
So-
just going through all this shit, but
so-
it was bad.
So he didn't stake the bets correctly, which means he didn't win much money, which showed up in his total units for the week.
Okay.
He didn't put triple bets on where he's supposed to put on triple the amount or
Yep.
to win triple the amount. He didn't put those on, and then he incorrectly put his unit scooper on. Instead of 8 legs being successful, he got 5 of 7 legs. Because
I didn't
the
put 'em on
first bet,
straight
the first
after.
bet he didn't put on, and then the other bets he put on so late in the week, the lines had changed. And then in one bet he put it on the wrong side. So the guy was a complete mess.
It was like one of the more it was from like the most glorious. It would have been the greatest week in the history of the show. I would have basically been insufferable for the rest of the year, and I would have had my name up in lights, and I would have been the greatest punter alive.
He would have been on the board behind us for not only winning the season, most likely.
Back-to-back seasons.
No, but he would have been up on the
first 2-time champion.
He would have been up on the board for an immortal bet.
Yeah,
all that gets taken away.
And to be honest, I may have even been up there just for a perfect week. You know, you'd had your mortal bet and just missed a perfect. Like it could, but I fucked it.
But the problem is, to think about this, instead of getting 200 units plus, which is a fuckload of units, he lost 4 units. That was the shake-up.
And it was
that was the shake-up.
And it was like coming out on the show, I was realizing how badly I'd fucked it. So it was like in front of the, it was real.
It was biblical. It's the only way to describe it. I've never seen a bigger bed shit.
Yeah. Well, it's like,
and people think I was lying.
and I say this like with all due respect. This is like I couldn't put more respect in what I'm about to say.
Okay.
If there's one person I could guess that would do that, it's literally you.
Yeah. Well, dude. I am myself. You know what I mean? You got to be yourself. Everyone else is taken.
Listen to this comment. Listen to this comment that someone left on the YouTube this morning. It is fucking unbelievable. And it's in regards to triple staking bets. Who Tom still, 4 years on the show, still doesn't get it. It's fucking hilarious. Someone goes, Jesus, next time Burmo's triple stake, someone check his pocket for a Woolies 3-pack of sirloins, because that's probably what he thinks it means.
No.
I've been getting my arsehole ripped apart.
But you know what? You know what's good about this for you, Tom? Is this can be part of the yarn if you do go on to win it.
Listen, if I go on to win it, great. I'm also more
If he wins it, it'll be
a biblical turnaround. I also I was coming second as well. So like after this week, not just behind Guru, but I was coming second. He was fucked. Sebo was fucked, and now I'm coming last.
So the Roo
Except for the
is
Lippy,
just,
who
is the Roo
sucks.
just dick out and hog out at the moment?
Yeah, he is hog out at the moment, but it's just
he's going really well.
It's never
and he's betting and he's betting smart too. He's starting to find a real groove.
He's playing smart footy.
He's 20 units in the green, which is pretty good.
So he knows how to finish a game. Like
he's
got
50
ahead.
units up on me and I'm second. Like he's pumping us. He's pumping.
And so how many units do you usually win in a week? Like what's the kind of average? Average week?
We lose.
Like if you, generally speak, if you like a big week would be 10 units in the green.
So he needs
That'd
to
be a
go
big week.
0 or minus a lot, and you need to win 5 weeks of 10.
I've essentially got to catch him.
Yes, but you can also. The thing is, like
you can lose it quick. I lost 17 units last week.
Yeah.
Like it can happen quick.
I almost won 200. Like you can turn it around, so you're always in it. But if I'd won that 200, it would have been the season end. I was partially offended and not offended, and almost like people think that I care way more about the content of that show to like fucking lie about winning the bets. They're like,
Well, you don't care about it as much as winning. That's for sure.
That's
How
what I
much
mean.
would have you won? How much cash would have won?
It would have been like at least $2,000.
Yeah.
2,000. I reckon it would have been about 2,200.
That's a lot of cash.
for like fuck all outlay.
Oh my God.
But it was like, obviously I want the show to be good, but I'm not going to sacrifice being Mr. Perfect and being able to suck my own penis for the rest of my betting life.
So you would have gone 200. So you would have been about 150 in front of.
No, because I'm behind significantly. So I'd be about 100 above him.
So there's still a chance, Root, that you could be caught.
Yeah.
Even if you did land it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But it's just these bets of that magnitude
They don't come
are
around very
rare.
often.
They're very rare.
You
So it
gotta
would have
be
been
there.
highly unlikely.
You have to when one of those is dropped in your lap, like you have to grab it.
And he could have defended. Like if your bets are super high odds, then you don't have to put outlay as much.
So Roo's going to go the coward's route for the rest of the season.
Burmo would have cowered it up for sure. But like well within his rights to.
Well, Sebo's doing it, so that's what Seb's doing. He's losing.
What's the punishment for who comes last?
We haven't got one.
We don't have one, which is nice, thankfully.
Yeah, I think you should add something.
We could definitely bring one in next year.
That makes it even funnier.
You can't bring it in mid-season.
No, next year.
Because I think you could bring it in mid-season because...
you could, but we won't.
Are you sitting last at the moment?
Well, yeah, now I am. Yeah.
Well, the Lippy's last, but the Lippy comes last
that's
every
true.
year.
Every year. Because what can happen is if you're not going to win, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to get punished, I can't win. But if you're not going to win and you could get punished badly for losing, you're going to be fighting for that third place.
It's a good point he makes.
We got to bring a punishment in next year.
We
Got
got
it.
for
You should,
2025.
We have to.
Leave in the comment section what the punishment should be.
Yeah, that's good. Should get some inspiration.
yeah,
no
for
more
sure.
cheeseburger ones, dude. I can't do that.
Oh, I remember that. Holy shit.
Eating ones, they've turned me
do
off.
it.
For
They've turned
new
me off.
listeners to the podcast, this was like 3 or 4 years ago now. So you
I don't
lost
think it was
a
that.
bet.
When was it? It was 2 years ago.
Or
maybe it was longer.
No, well, listen, it was fucking when I was living in Bellevue Hills, so I don't know, a couple of years ago. But
It was a while ago.
I
So
feel
you
like it
lost
was 2021, end of 2021.
I lost an NFL super coach, and I had to fucking sit in a Macca's and eat cheeseburgers for 24 hours.
No, so you had 20. You had to eat 24 burgers, didn't you?
So you're there for 24 hours, and an hour comes off every cheeseburger you eat, and I ate 19 cheeseburgers.
Yeah. So you were there for
5 hours.
5 hours.
And then I went home and slept for like fucking 3 hours, woke up and thought it was the next day because I was so fucked.
I
remember
can't
going
believe
to
you
see
ate
you.
19. It's outrageous. I would
Respect
be
though.
able to eat 19.
You like that's. Would you like because you've been in the content game for a few years now? You know, we all do things differently as we get used to being in the content game for as long as we have. Would you still do that today? Do you think? Do you have that in you?
I'm not doing that again. I've got the content in me, but I'm not doing that. I think I much prefer just embarrassing myself on a betting show than having to go and eat 19 cheeseburgers. That's for sure. But
far
look,
out.
who knows? Who knows what comes next?
Oh, that's great stuff.
I had a black
really-
beer at the moment, yeah.
That's
One more
great
week.
stuff.
And then I'm getting a fade.
Yeah, we're getting fade, Lebanese fades for Origin 3.
Really?
Yeah, for good juju.
But good.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Is that the Western Sydney kind of core of the
Well,
the
Hectic
team?
Fred came onto our stream
Yep.
last time for game 2, and he welcomed me into the Lebanese community.
Oh, officially?
Yeah, officially.
Okay.
Hectic Ed, they call me. And it just felt like if we're going to win at Suncorp, we're going to go to the next level,
Yeah.
and the next level is getting the Lebanese fade. So we're all getting it, all four of us, me, Burmo, Jarch, and Street.
Street doesn't have a beard, so that's easy enough, but the hair.
Holy shit.
Actually, we haven't even got Street on that. He may say no.
He probably will.
That's good stuff. That's good
And
stuff.
Sebo can't do it because he's bald.
No, he's bald. But he couldn't the beard. I've just got to quickly check here, just to make sure.
She's still alive, or the way he's handling his child right now, not good parenting.
Oh, really?
That I'm looking at right now, his technique, it's very, very poor parenting at the moment.
But we're not shocked by that, are we?
Not shocked by the poor
I'm not
parenting.
shocked that he's a poor parenter.
See the way you just did that?
Yeah.
That's like borderline.
Well, the
like
leaning
neglection.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck off, fellas. What are
Yeah.
you talking
No, we're just saying that you parent poorly.
about? Mate.
With the lean over, the way you interacted.
The way you spoke to your daughter then. It's
Evie
all wrong.
Rose is a testament to my parenting, and you know it.
Alrighty, boys. What are your thoughts on the changes? Best in for Trelly Mitt. Olakwa 2 out, Barnett in. Catewell, he'll start. Sewer out. Ponga comes to the bench. Holmes moves to the wing. Cobo comes to the wing. Coates, Talangi, both injured. Gago comes in. Origin Gag returns for Holmes, who moves to the wing. Harry Grant is actually genuinely in doubt
And Sua Ali'i has been brought into camp.
as 18th man because Best may be in doubt.
I thought we were saying that he couldn't
I
fucking...
think it's 18th man if Best is out.
Yeah.
So
I
Burke
think
would
we-
come
I
in.
think
I think we fucked that. I think he is eligible.
Because they put him in the paper as being eligible. I was like, what the fuck? I thought
I
that
think
he
his
was-
suspension was up as of Sunday. Is that right?
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
so if Best is no good, Burton goes in.
Yep.
Suoliti goes to 18th man.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Hectic.
Bit going there. Look, for
Obviously,
New South Wales, it's
obviously
sort of,
Latrell being out is devastating.
Yeah.
Because Latrell is big game. He's an alpha. He brings that energy, brings that heat.
but the whole team fucked on in game 2. You know what I mean? Like Trell was great, and he
but
was awesome.
It's
but I'm
just
like,
great. It's just great having him out there.
No, I get it. I'm calmed by the fact that the entire state humped Queensland that night, rather than it just being like a one-man wrecking.
Well, I mean, even Billy, an astute eye for rugby league, he was so worried that he became as prickly as he was because
Porcupine Bill.
Porcupine Bill, because he saw the devastation that New South Wales wrecked on Queensland.
Probably
Like
more of an echidna, if I'm being honest.
he saw it with his own eyes, and his fears for his life. Genuinely, I've got that on good authority.
No, he came out and said it. He goes, I was wigging out before game 2 because I wasn't in my own headspace.
There you go.
It was on me. I
there
wigged
you
out.
go. Also, Mitch Barnett of 18th man in game 1 fame missed the birth of his second child because he wanted to be at training. Like
For a game he's not even playing.
for a game he's not even playing.
You wouldn't do that. Queensland don't get that.
Queensland don't get Origin football. They just don't.
And you know what we're doing? We're in the midst of organising this, but we are getting a fuckload of baby supplies sent over to the Warriors for Mitch Barnett as a token of thanks
It's the least we can do.
on behalf of the state.
It's the least we can do. For Mama, for Mrs. Barnett.
Yeah, for Mrs. Barnett, make it a little easier. Lighten the load. Now,
Maybe
would
like
you guys do that?
daycare coupons or something. give her so she can go wine and dine herself.
Yeah, well, we might
Enjoy
do that
herself.
as well.
Maybe some massages.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
nice. That's a nice
not bad.
idea.
But you wouldn't do that for any Queenslander. The Queenslanders don't think about that sort of shit. You guys, it's all about Queensland good origin. No, you guys don't even treat your fucking players right. So you get like 50,000 fucking changes. Dave Fafita can't even get in the side. Clearly the best player. It's ridiculous. So listen, obviously sad for Ola Kawatu, a dear close personal friend. But that's good for Manly, so that's okay. And then Mitchie Barnett comes in, prepared to miss his child's birth. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. And we respect it.
Did you know whether was he his second child's birth?
Yes.
Okay.
A boy?
Zane Barnett.
And so, in regards to best in for Latrell, are you happy with that?
I'm happy with it, yeah. Best was great, game 3 last year. He's a footballer, that kid.
He plays a bit of football.
He does. He's a footballer, the kid.
Yeah.
So
He's got rugby.
and
Kid's a footballer.
you know,
He throws the footy around.
I love a shinny in a side. I love a shinny. That's on the public record. Big shinny guy over here. I think it looks like a fucking good side. It's balanced and delicious and delectable.
Would you consider Blues favourites seriously?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. What are we in the betting? I love being a dog. I love being a dog.
We're a dog.
We're a
are
dog.
the
We're a dog.
We're
We're-
just in Queensland.
I'm just
We're a
getting the
dog.
exact
We're
amount.
100%
I'm just
dog.
checking for us.
We are $2.04.
Did that come in a pinch? Or is it, did we open it? Has it gone out
It's
a
been
pinch?
floating. The highest we've been is $2.10.
210.
And that was...
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think you should be betting favourites. And I'm not saying that to take the piss or whatever. I like when you look at...
But you just, was that you just being desperate to be underdog?
No, like look, listen to what I say and tell me whether this isn't logical.
Sure.
Who's played better rugby league in those 2 games?
Dude, I think we should be favourites as well. We were better in game 1 just to play it down. In game 2...
That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking the
No,
piss.
no.
I'm genuinely sitting here saying, like, and also you look at like the outs for Queensland, it's pretty substantial, like in regards to the number of outs. Not to say that I still believe we have a team that can beat your side. So I'm not, if we lose, it's has
Now you're
not the
all
injury.
over the place. Now, which side of the fence are you on here now?
No, what I'm saying is that people go, oh, you're bringing up injuries as an excuse. Not at all. The team that we have right now is good enough to beat your side. If we
But they
complete
won't,
minor,
is what you're saying.
no, I'm not saying that at all. But when you look at all the outs that Queensland have, plus you look at the fact that New South Wales have played way more minutes of good footy, I think they should be the favourites. I understand this Suncorp situation. I get it. It's a huge, huge deal. It's up in Suncorp. But like, just because it's happened a lot in the past, this playing group is completely different to the old playing group. So I don't see how that...
No, I completely agree, and I think you're making great
I
points.
think we're gonna. I see a decent fucking stab at it.
Listen, there'll be a decent lick. That we all know that. We just know it to be true. I'm not ruling out. Anyway, we'll talk about
13
it.
plus $5.
We'll talk about
Just
it.
saying.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. Curdy Capes comes in for Jaden Sewer. David Fafita left out once again. As a Queensland fan, as a fan of the side,
Yep.
all the bullshit aside, surely that makes your penis as flaccid as I would imagine.
I would have had Fafita in there, but I understand why Capewell got selected. Like, I get it. Because when you actually look at, okay, what does Queensland need? They don't need to worry about scoring points. They clearly, outside of when they were, under the pump, giving away all those penalties, even in last week's game, they scored a bunch of points. First game, they scored a bunch of points. So scoring points is not their issue. It's not like, they've got no issue with that. What their issue is defensively handling a team that can just roll down the park. And when you look at it like that, you say Capewell is a substantially better defender than Fafita. Now, I know what the comments are already going to say. Look at the tackle efficiency. Dave Fafita is way better than Capewell. Don't just look at like stats to see who is a better defender, especially on the edge. You got to factor in torque. The forward defender is the most important defender when it comes to communication on the edges, but also you've got to look at line speed, filling in, all that kind of stuff. Capewell has that better than nearly any back row in the competition.
So he's his defensive player.
Put it this way, Liam Martin, statistically, like you look at his stats, if you didn't know his name, you'd be like, that's a very average NRL player. But what does he bring in Origin?
Yeah.
Really good line speed and a lot of aggression. Now, Capewell doesn't bring...
he doesn't mind snapping people in the arm.
Now Capewell's not as aggressive, but what Capewell does bring is he will... All the tough 1%ers when there's heaps of fatigue in games, he does them. Like, he does them better than nearly anyone. So it doesn't mean he's like the best defender in actual contact. Like, Fafita is probably a better defender in contact than Capewell because he's a bigger body and he's stronger, he's younger. But all those other little things, that's why I think... Billy has selected Catewell, I still would have probably gone for Feeder because I would have trusted we just need to get like one game out of him, just one game.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, if he's gonna get up for a game, it's this one. When you've been left out, when you've got an opportunity to finally prove yourself.
Yep.
At Suncorp, defending the home patch against a rampant New South Wales side, like this would be Mecca for him.
And just the whole Billy's whole thing of like, oh, he's just, he started the season, he had a pec injury and he just hasn't been able to recapture the form he had last year. You're like, bruh, he's fucking pretty good.
Did you, on the weekend, like, go watch that, like, if you want to watch the highlights again, go watch some of the tries that the Sharkies that they played. Put it this way, Fafita wasn't playing like a player, in my opinion, that was like so unbelievably desperate to be picked.
So he's not doing enough.
He played well, but I didn't see like desperation.
Right,
he didn't play poorly at all.
Yeah,
but I wasn't.
No, I know what you mean.
Well, he's got to be desperate.
1%.
Should he be begging? Is that what you think? Do we get a bit of cardboard for him?
Maybe you just need to send him a card, Billy a card. I'm sorry for any offence I may have caused.
Maybe write him a song or a poem.
Can I get a crack?
Because maybe a poem, because a bush poet respects poetry.
Because
maybe a haiku.
Shogun kind of haiku.
Shogun haiku. Maybe seppuku himself outside Suncorp. That'll send a message. Threaten it.
Yeah, like they do in Shogun.
If you don't pick me, I'm going to fucking
I'm going to seppuku
myself underneath the feet of Wally Lewis.
Yeah.
You can't let that happen.
Yeah, and I'm listening, and I'm going to do it by dusk.
Yeah.
I'm doing it at dusk.
On game day. Game day.
Yeah, if you don't pick me, I'm doing it at dusk.
Put a real dampener on things.
Yeah.
Just before kickoff.
It'd be tough to run out knowing that old Dave's just seppuku'd himself.
Saying that could fire the boys up.
Or could fire the boys up.
Could fire them up.
So
do it for David. Fuck, I don't actually mind that.
See, even she wants David Fafita selected.
How'd she hear that?
Headphones on, Evie. So, that aside, I just think that he would have. You could, if you can't have gotten David Fafita up for that game, then you've got no job being a coach. Like he would have been foaming at the mouth when I was done with him.
No job being a coach then.
Well, I'm just saying if you can't get David Fafita up for that game, then you're no good at anything. Well, that's the easiest job in the world.
We'll take names out of it, and we go, okay, do you think Queensland need help getting a roll on and scoring points? Do you think that was a concern for them in game 1 and 2?
I think that they couldn't get a roll on at all in game 2.
Okay.
They scored some points in the second half when we sort of stopped giving a fuck.
But mate, at 34-0, it doesn't matter what you say in the shed. You can't. Everyone knows the scoreline and everyone knows what's happening in that first half. It doesn't matter how many times you say 0-all boys, 0-all boys. Like they went out there. There was 100% a side that went out there in the second half knowing that the job was done.
Because I think the biggest concern for Queensland is not necessarily them getting a roll on; it's actually stopping the roll on from New South Wales.
Yes, that's more what I think.
Yeah,
as well.
and when I look at that, I go, well, Fafita, he may be able to help get a roll on for Queensland, but I don't think he's going to help stop a roll on as much as Catewell is.
That's a reasonable point you make.
And so like Catewell, his line speed is going to be as good as a back rower's line speed can be. So it's
good point.
Like to put it this way. And look, I know Liam Martin is playing some really good footy. He's got 3 premierships. I'm not suggesting that him and Catewell are playing similar form. But Liam Martin is beating multiple better attacking back rowers in the New South Wales side to be there. He is a similar-ish selection to Catewell over Fafita.
Yep.
Liam Martin, who would you rather in attack, Liam Martin or Olakau'atu?
Yeah, it's a good
Who
point.
would you rather, Liam Martin or Hudson Young?
Yep. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He can score, though. He can score.
He's not as good as those.
He runs a tidy line, but Hamole's
Hamole.
more damaging, right?
Yeah,
Let's just be honest.
I don't think,
and Huddy Young can sniff out a try line like no one
even
else.
Liam Martin, Keon Kalamatangi, who would you rather in attack?
Keon was starting to get into different areas, but certainly Hudson Young and Hamole are better attacking.
I'd say all 3 of them are better attacking, but Liam Martin's defence, and people look at even his missed tackles and go, oh, well, look at all those missed tackles. It's not just about the missed tackles. It's the line speed. It's the aggression. It's all the 1%ers.
The
it's
intangibles.
It's the intangibles. But it's intangible to us. It's not intangible to Michael Maguire. And here's another one, Jake Trbojevic. On paper, you're probably not going to select him, but it's intangibles is what Michael Maguire has looked at and said.
Madge has been so good this series. Like, he's been... I can't remember... someone said it the other day and it just made me think of it. It's like, he's fucking sold this series like the whole time. He's talked shit. He's bantered. He's gone back and forth. He's like him and Gordy getting into it on NL360. Like,
Toey stuff.
It's so good. And just he keeps coming out and then just like hanging shit on Queensland. And then Queensland are kind of trying to come back, but they're all cucked.
Yeah, they're
Jeez.
cucked.
You guys get. Is there? Would you agree with me? You're a bit chirpy for one game win, like a little bit chirpy. For one game.
You have to be chirpy.
How long? Like you've known us long enough now to know that we'll fucking chirp.
I mean, just New South
win, mate.
New South Wales in general, they're very up and about.
I'll chirp up after a good half of
Listen,
footy.
because at the moment, 100%.
Fucking
Mate, at the moment it's 1-1, and there's an opportunity.
And we were robbed game.
There's an opportunity for us to go up to Suncorp and do something we haven't done for 19 years.
I almost
that's
think-
like that's a possibility for us.
no, that's
so. Forgive me if I'm a little bit fucking
What
up and
about all the
about
other
because
years?
we've got a but our side is sick.
No, but what I'm saying is all the other years you have won a game 2 by quite a lot, get very chirpy, and then struggle game 3.
But you said at the start it's a new year.
Yeah, new people.
No,
New people, new year.
I'm not the one. I agree. I think you
okay.
should be chirpy,
Well,
but when
it
you
sounds
look
like
at the
you-
history,
sounds like you're saying we
when you look at the history though,
Yeah.
every year you get chirpy.
Yeah, but
Well, we win some of those years.
but listen,
Well,
it's
I think
been
4 in 19 years.
it's been done before.
4 and 18 years.
Yeah, well,
Listen,
we were chirpy.
outside of Joey Johns in 2005, we went up there, similar situation, went up there in 1994 and got the job done. So there is historical precedence. Yes, it was 30 years ago, but it did happen.
Yeah.
I think that this setup, even if Madge goes up and loses in the game, I think Madge has already had a pass mark as a coach in his first year.
Well, because we should have,
Yes.
we would have won game 1.
Well, this is actually Queensland need to win this game for it to be a drawn series, as far as I'm concerned, because that first game's an asterisk. If we win it, we win the series. But Queensland can't win this series, as far as I see it. Madge definitely done enough.
well, if the purist, in the eye of the purist, whom I respect above all, they would see this as New South Wales going into the series decided 1-0 up.
Yeah.
That's how the purists are
That's
interpreting
the
it.
real rugby league fans out there.
Non-casuals, the
Yeah.
casuals.
Yeah, the
don't see it like
non-casuals.
that.
Good to
Yeah.
see Ashley Klein getting game 3.
Yeah, that's good.
Mr. Whistle himself.
I think he'll put it away.
You reckon he'll put it away?
Yeah.
He has to, dude. He got so roasted.
Look, it's a decider, so it's like there's nothing to be gained by him doing, calling a lot of stuff.
He got us to the decider. Well done,
Mate, if we get to half time and the penalty counts 2-2, I'll be a very happy little chappy.
Yeah.
But I will not be holding my breath.
No. Are you doing your post-game show again?
Yes, we'll be doing a post-game
Smart.
show straight
Smart.
up.
Getting anyone on, or is that a secret?
Haven't thought about it yet, but I might ask Mitch if he's keen to get him back on.
yeah?
Mitch is great.
He's really good.
Love
Such
Mitch.
a good
Really
insight.
good bloke too.
What do you got there, Matty? Are you?
Oh, I was just looking at that 94 game. It kind of helps your Lebanese fade theory because obviously Mitchy Moses is the halfback.
Yep.
In that game, his uncle, obviously Lebanese, Benny Elias, it was his last game ever of Origin, considered to be one of our best number 9s, and he kicked 2 field goals that game.
There's a lot of vibe around that. There's a lot of vibe around that.
That's good stuff, dude.
Someone run me a cold shower, bro.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Now, there's 2 things that you guys haven't accounted for.
What?
I am excited for you guys. I do think Madge has done really well.
Are
I
you
think
actually
in-
excited for
You're
it?
not
I
excited.
don't believe
I
that.
am.
You're a
I
liar.
don't believe
There's-
it.
Firstly, you haven't accounted for we're still Queenslanders. That's the first thing.
Yeah, it's a good point. I
and the
didn't
second
think
Ubuntu
one,
on that.
Yeah.
Queensland spirit. How are you going to account for that? Those two
Dude, I
things?
honestly think
Through like the power of the
Lebanese
Lebanese
power.
community, mate. That's how we're doing it.
Lebanese New South
We're
Wales.
gonna eat Lebanese. We're gonna get some Lebanese
Do
for
eat
dinner. Is
Lebanese,
that fuck
yeah.
yeah,
Lebanese
no,
spirit.
Let's get a shisha.
Yeah, no.
make this a full Lebanese.
Full Lebanese night. Let's get posters of Benny Elias.
Yes, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
we'll have to
yeah,
hit up
You're
Fred and see like, what things we
You're just
need.
tapping into the Lebanese spirit.
100%.
Yeah.
Benny did it in '94,
Yeah,
bro.
okay.
Kicked 2 field goals. Read a book.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going
So-
full Lebanese, dude.
So that's how you're going to counter the fact that we're still
100%,
Queenslanders and Queensland spirit.
mate. We're gonna land on some on the Lebos.
I'll tell you what, I have dreamed of, like, hopefully if we win, being able to just say we're still Queenslanders, but it actually be funny for us to say it.
Yes.
It's not a piss take
Yeah,
out of
that's
us.
it, yeah.
It's actually, we've taken that term and
you've turned it on
we've
us.
empowered it.
Yeah.
We've empowered it.
Yeah.
So
it's the jubliest term of all time.
It's so funny.
which
dude.
actually makes it really good.
Yeah, no, listen, but I just love that he just copped it for it. Like, I mean, I'd love to hear if he's like, oh, fuck, what the hell was I saying? I haven't heard him actually talk about it.
I honestly reckon, I've already said this obviously, but I really reckon he said it from a perspective of we're still Queenslanders, as in we're not going to make a whole bunch of changes.
Yeah.
And then realise, fuck, if I say that, then I can't make any changes.
Yeah.
That's what I reckon happened.
Yeah.
And then when he's up-
yeah. And then he was in a pretzel and
Yeah.
he did not expect someone to fucking
To
pull him
push
up
on
on
it
it.
so hard.
Journos
Yeah.
don't push when that shit
No
happens.
way.
That's why I loved it so much. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Someone ask him.
I genuinely think he was looking at it from like because the question was about changes.
Yes, it was.
And he said, we're still Queenslanders. So what I think he was, as I said, like, we're not going to go and, drop everyone. But then he goes, oh, shit, I'm a coach now. I'm not a player. I'm a coach where I've got to actually make those fucking decisions.
Yeah, and definitely then there will be changes.
Yeah.
So-
I do look forward to after Origin when I can go back to liking Billy Slater again. I do say that because right now it's all systems go. He's in the sights. He's in the scope.
Yeah, well, it's Origin though.
That's what I mean.
Like Queenslanders and New South Wales hate each other.
You've got to do it.
during
Gotta
this
do it.
period.
It's been a lot of focus on New South Wales, and rightly so. You could do something incredible, but I don't think enough focus being on if Billy Slater wins this game, he'll have won his first ever 3 series of coaching.
Yeah, which makes me sick.
And he's literally never coached a game of rugby league before, and that'll be 3 series in a row. Like, no one's talking about that.
No, because he's saying a bunch of weird shit. Unfortunately, it's detracting from him and how good he is.
When was his first series as a player? Like how many has he
I think
lost?
it's 2006
5 or 6?
Six.
I'm gonna
Because he obviously lost the 14, but then did he lose one?
I know,
Really?
yeah,
Like
so
05?
it would only be
05, I reckon.
Maybe.
Well, he got dropped for one, I think, as well.
Yeah.
But like I know,
Here
Smitty
again's
only dropped
05?
one.
When he did that chip kick, that hectic chip kick.
Oh, was that 5?
No, that was 2004. So,
Wow.
I don't know when the chip was. He debuted in 2004. Wow. So that's loss. And then he actually wasn't there 06, 07. And then 08, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all 1. Then he lost
wasn't there
14.
in 06, 07. Oh, we didn't
No.
Carmichael Hunt probably.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Broncos won that.
And then he lost his last series.
Sucked in.
18.
So he's lost.
Oh, he lost 18.
So
So
he's
he's
lost
lost
about 3 or
4.
He's lost 4.
Okay, not as
Wait.
impressive.
Yeah, 4.
Not as impressive as I thought. I was like, this guy's only lost 1 series, but then I started thinking, man,
No,
that's
no,
not
no,
right.
that's not the case. He, are you concerned at how concerned he is with players talking to the media in like what is the showpiece event of the fucking season?
Which concerning.
It's like you'd have to be concerned with his concern, right?
Okay, and what do you think has actually happened in this situation? Do you think it's a media beat
I think
up?
he's wigging out about fucking.
No, as in how much media do you think was actually missed?
I
media
think he cancelled the full media day, the open day. So
Which
you
has
know,
never happened
the poor
before in the history of
the poor journo from Roma who comes in to Brisbane to interview all the players in one day has to go in and out, in and out, in and out. I mean, think about local communities
Yeah,
up in
exactly.
Queensland for a moment.
Who are
Think
trying
about the
to bank their
Queensland
content.
people who are
Didn't
trying
they
to
get
bank content.
8,000 people to they went to local communities up in, I think it was Toowoomba. They went 8,000 people.
Oh, so Toowoomba, but what about the journo
Was
from
it
Roma?
also
What
New
about the
South Wales?
the
journo?
Roma journal.
New South Wales, didn't they close off their training session to media for the first one?
Well, you can close the training session off, but you don't cancel a media day.
But Queensland didn't do that.
No, but they did cancel a full media day, so that the Queensland
First
public,
time in the history.
populace could not hear from their heroes.
That's right. You couldn't hear from your
Fucking
heroes.
disgrace.
Okay, I'd rather watch them train if I'm being honest.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Well, you're a full
But
player,
but
so
you're
maybe
but
that's-
but
you can't
you're
speak for the entire
but you
populace, mate.
but think about the journo. Think about the journo from Desert Rock FM. You know what I mean?
What about the journo that wants to come down and watch them train, but he can't?
He doesn't want it. He doesn't want to watch him train because he needs
He
quotes.
needs content. He's got to come down. He's
He
got to
needs
say what every
quotes.
player, clip it
He
up. That's
can't- he
social
can-
content for a week.
He can't go down and go, went and watched training yesterday, really cool stuff.
Still talk to him after the training. What
He
the
wants
hell?
quotes, mate. He wants to. People want to hear DECE speak. They want to hear Reece Walsh say something. They want to hear fucking
Ponga,
Kate
Carrigan.
Ponga. Exactly. Like the list goes on. They want to hear from these people.
think Kate Well already
They don't
has
want to
done a press
hear
conference.
from Joe Blow, right? What he thinks about the training
Kate Will already
session.
done a press conference.
You've picked one person. There is a full side there, and Capewell.
KP's already
They
done
put
interviews
they
as
put
well.
they're putting up 2 a day again. Roma journo. What's he doing? Is he coming in every fucking day from Roma? He's got a wife and kids.
Okay.
Yeah. What's he going to sit in the car for 7 hours
Yeah,
a
what's he
day just to go?
It's literally the first.
It's a disgrace, and
It's
you
the
know
first-
it.
It's a disgrace, dude. It's a disgrace.
It was literally the first day, and half the team was arriving.
It's never happened
at
before in the
midday.
history of state.
He cancelled it because he said, this is Billy
'Cause
Slater
he's
said this.
cut.
He said he wants to get the start of the camp right. He said that.
He said they got some commercial stuff on, and then they got some footy stuff on, which would be what he's talking about there. And some of the players didn't arrive till midday.
He's cut.
Yeah, because he booked him on late flights.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like a few Cowboys players, like, let's just do the media day and they can drop in whenever they get there. But I just think it's more concerning for Queensland, right? Because like he's trying to do too much. Like, do less. Don't overthink it. Don't be
He's
like,
doing
no,
too much.
What's that movie?
The players
with
gonna
do
wing
less.
out.
What's that movie where they keep going? Do
Getting
less.
Sarah Marshall. He's trying to say, it's like, pop up. No, you got to do more than that. You're just laying there. Do less.
Pop up. No, don't pop up.
Yeah, Billy needs to do less.
Okay. Needs to watch Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
I don't
of the
make them like
all-timers.
that anymore.
No, they
They
don't.
really don't.
No.
They don't. Jason Ryles, named Parramatta coach. Decision made over the weekend. I tell you what. This is like, first of all, yep, it was all Dong. We know that.
Yeah, it was Dong.
Second of all, birdies were whispering that it was Hannah to me, and these were birdies at the top of the food chain.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
maybe your birdies.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Birdies,
Shoot your birdies.
But then I'm
Yeah.
thinking, was I getting fed wrong information to say on the potty? So that they
Maybe.
misdirect.
Oh,
but I
so-
didn't say it on the potty. That's the thing.
Right.
They nearly got me,
Oh,
though.
they wanted to get you.
They nearly got me.
So do you go back to those birdies and go, what the fuck, birdie?
Well, I can't because
Or did you pass the test?
they were saying to me as if they thought it was the truth.
okay, right.
You know what I'm saying?
But maybe you've passed the test.
Maybe. There's no leaks in this shit. That's
Who
for
was it that was whispering?
sure. Mate, you never give your birdies away.
Well, but they don't work.
Yeah,
These
your
ones.
birdies are shit. You can give away
Out
shit
them.
birds.
No, the birdies give me
No,
plenty.
because put it back on them. Be like, I'll out you then if
the
you're going to
birdies,
give shit
hey,
info.
birdies give me a lot in the past. I'm not going to blow up the birdies relationship.
You never give it to me.
No, you don't give us anything.
Wonder why?
Who's your birdies then?
Have we ever been given anything off him?
No, we
Oh.
haven't. No, he's never given us something.
You know how many birdies I've given you?
You've never given us a single bird.
You never said it was Hannah. You were like, dong.
All right, what do you reckon, guys? Jason Roll, named Parramatta.
Listen, another win for a great penis in rugby league. I'm happy for him.
First recruitment, Adam Elliott.
Well, that's it, right? I mean, imagine just getting the fucking donkey
Well,
dick 13.
Yeah, the donkey. Yeah, but sometimes there can be too much penis in the room.
Correct.
It can unsettle things.
Can't be too, kings of the jungle kind
But
of stuff.
Parramatta haven't won the comp for 45 years. Won't win one until the sun explodes. Like they need a big penis around the club because it's just they do give off small dick energy as a club, not the individual players,
Yep.
as a club. And I don't think that that's disputable, given the record.
No.
How can you dispute that? You can't.
Okay.
No comment.
You don't.
You agree?
No, I think the Eels are a good club. I like it.
Right. Well, I'm not saying it's not.
It's
I
not
like
about
them.
liking them.
I like
I reckon
them.
they give off normal sized doodle energy.
You don't.
I think they give off. We don't know how to
you know
win
that's
comps
not true.
energy.
You know that's not true.
I don't know. Are you serious? I don't think Paris is a bad club at all. I think
I don't
there's-
think I love them.
Who's saying they're a bad
I'm not saying
club?
a bad club.
Well, small doodle energy would
no,
be, inference would be they're a bad club.
No, that's not. No. But you'd have plenty of mates, good mates. I'm guessing that have small penises.
No, but it's
right?
the energy. It's the energy.
Doesn't mean they're bad blokes.
But
I mean,
it's
they're
the
bad
energy.
clubs, bad
It's-
people.
No, but the energy is not actually like they could not have that. They could have a huge piece, but
Yeah,
they're
but
giving
small
off
dick,
small
small dick
doodle
energy just means you're submissive. You don't know how to win comps.
Yeah,
That's all it means.
that's all it is.
Well, that would be
It's roll
friggin'
over.
And then
That'd
you
be a
come
lot
in
of clubs.
last with
That'd
like
be a lot of clubs, yeah.
with a really good roster. You come in last. That's what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I guess we're measuring it differently because I didn't think of comps. I just thought of how you're going on a table over the last few years. That's what I thought.
That roster they've
Yeah.
got, should they be coming last with that roster?
No, not this year.
Right. So that means small dick energy, right? Is the reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas the Tigers are coming last because they should be coming last.
Yeah. Because they don't have the cattle.
So do they have small doodle energy?
No, because they don't have the cattle.
That's a cattle issue.
It's a cattle problem. That's a farming
That's a
issue.
cattle problem, and I hate to say it, there may part of that reason may be the fact that they've got a rookie coach in there who's not seen enough winters.
Yeah.
which is just which is unfair to Benji.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a Benji problem. It's just like let's just throw this pig to the slaughter.
So you can go. Can you go from small doodle energy to big doodle energy
Yes.
in a space of 12 months?
Oh, it'd be
Bulldogs are
tough.
sort of doing it.
But it can be done for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But Bulldogs actually probably didn't have small doodle energy either. Theirs was
Bulldogs have never had small doodle energy. You think of the dog, you think of dogs at war. You think
Yeah,
like
I
big,
reckon they
tough
probably
cunts.
have, but they are certainly well back and swinging at the moment. you
What's
know what I mean?
Manly have?
Fat, big, fat, glorious cock energy.
Eight
Girth master
prams,
shit.
no spoons. Best club.
Yeah, porn stars.
So you measure the whole history of the club. Is that how you get the measurement of the energy?
We are
It plays a role.
whatever suits our
The fact that we haven't won a
I think that's the more suitable answer.
the fact that there's no spoon in the closet is evidence to me that we're a pretty girthy club.
Okay. Okay. Do you reckon they'll re-sign Siebes?
I don't know, Denon.
I think they will.
I don't.
But I would.
He's got a while to go.
I'd ask the club for
Let's make a
patience.
Let's get in the finals.
Stay patient.
As in, like, let's just see how we go.
Let's not.
I wouldn't be making any rash decisions.
Either way. We're not saying get rid of him. We're not saying keep him. Just saying let's just.
But
let
I
the
think what you
cards-
would do is at the end of the season, you potentially look at the body of work.
Yep.
Right?
the breadth.
The length, the
girth.
breadth, the
girth
girth
of
of the work.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this is happening, but there is a possibility maybe at the end of the year you go, okay, 0 from 3 finals performances.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not what we want as a club.
Okay.
That's what I'd say. So I'd say to the board, I'd say, okay, when you look, if this were to happen at the end of the season, when Siebes comes in, you sit him down, the first thing I'd be asking is, so like, paid to win? Not a heap of winning being done.
Okay. Where's the winning?
And then I'd ask further follow-up questions like, so that Humphreys kid who had like 9 try involvements last week, like you bring him back into the side now, but where's he been? Where's he been? And have you sold him to the Rabbitohs? Is that what's happened?
Is he gone? Is that signed? Is that official?
Not official, no.
Okay, good. So there's still time then, Anthony. Well, what are we doing?
Okay.
There's just a few questions that need to be asked and have not been answered.
Yeah. Because in life there's so much irony in life because if you weren't to re-sign him, the next coach most likely would probably be Brad Arthur that would take over Manly.
I would like that.
But from the Eels.
Yeah, but that's not. He's a coach, right?
Oh, okay.
He left. He's like, this place is.
Oh, so the energy stays.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, the coach isn't.
Brad Arthur was his best version when he was at Manly.
Yeah. Okay.
And he it took his soul basically coaching the Eels. He was there for too long. We all know it.
Get his soul back then.
At this point in time, the coach coaching the Eagles at the moment has had a pretty ordinary last 5 seasons, I think you could say. I think you could probably safely say
you could say that.
And you could probably make that argument, and that concerns me.
But we're not saying that.
We're not saying that.
But it could be said.
I'm saying I wouldn't shock me if someone made that argument.
Okay, fair enough.
We're going to give it to the end of the season, then work out if we resign him. That's sort of. Let's not do it now.
That's smart footy. That's smart footy.
Yep.
Hargraves has been suspended for 4 weeks. He got a grade 2 charge. That with his record.
Has he got loading on that?
Yes. So basically, that's with his record and an early plea. Would have been 3 weeks. So if it was a grade 1, he would have only got a $3,000 fine, even with his record. So for someone who has a grade 3, has had 3+ offences, a grade 1 hairless high tackle is a fine, and a grade 2 is 3 weeks. It's a big gap. Do we need to relook at the system, or is it fine? Extra info. Hargraves has had 10 charges in the past 12 months, but it's irrelevant after 3 charges when it comes to loading. If you are clean for 12 months, your record is wiped clean. I guess the question is, first of all, do you think he should have even been sent for 10? And second of all, the gap between $3,000 fine and 3 weeks, is that too much?
I'll be honest with you, Dan, I'm slightly hungover, and that confused me, that whole thing, and I'm trying to make sense of it now as you ask the question. It seems like it's far away, but I can't. It's hard to separate the art from the artist with this one. He's a bit of a fucking mongrel out there. It was almost worth it just for like that blood on the face.
If I'm reading this again, so because he has more than 3 offences, a grade 1 is a fine, and a grade 2 is 3 weeks.
Yep. Correct, yep.
That does seem large.
It does seem large.
A fine and then 3 weeks. What's the difference between a grade 1 and a grade 2? Can you give an example?
I think I'd say the force, the severity, the mitigating factors.
Mitigating.
I get that you look at that and you look at just what he did and you say 4 weeks. But I mean, he's been flying close to the sun for quite a while now.
He's a naughty boy.
It's caught up to him. Like, although it seems a bit unfair that for that he's going to get 4 weeks, he has flown so close to the sun for so long now.
Yep.
I think it is.
10 charges in 12 months.
Yeah,
listen, he's a naughty boy, and naughty boys need to be punished. It's just the way he plays.
I thought it was so fitting.
You could also ask, maybe it's great that he's got one out of his system. Because 4 weeks puts him, that's okay. It's very manageable this time of year,
especially with how well they're going and who they got in their roster.
But you drop a 4-weeker in round 27, and then it starts to become a serious problem, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's the right time. It's probably the right time of the year. It gives him a breather.
I'll tell you what,
because he's an old dog now.
He's an old dog, and Roosters probably calculated this at the start of the season.
I reckon they've just gone, mate, get out there and work some prick over.
We got 24 games. You're probably going to get suspended for at least 4 to 6.
Yep.
Look, book in a holiday that you can move around, flexible rates.
Yep.
Go and enjoy yourself, mate.
Get the flexi fares.
Flexi fares. Go and enjoy the 4 weeks, mate. Come back, rip and tear for finals footy.
I couldn't agree more. I think that's smart, eyes up rugby league football and rugby league analysis from one of the best in the game, Dennis Kemp. Completely agree. I would just wanted to say something on the Roosters, who look fucking good. It's just there's just no point denying it. And as much as I hate the Roosters, I must call a spade a spade. It's my job. It's what I get paid to do, punters and dribblers. And I really liked, I saw this on Guru's Instagram, how they've got they've got 16 stars, 15 are coloured in, the 16th isn't. So like...
Oh, the premiership.
So they've won 15.
Oh, okay,
so around the Roosters' head is 16 stars.
Yep.
15 have been coloured in, i.e. they've won 15 premierships. The 16th not coloured in. I just thought that was a nice little...
Touch. And it's also like a mental imagery.
It's like a mental thing to like, I want to fill that in.
Yeah, okay, I like that. Look, they know they're movers and shakers, the Roosters.
They've got the cattle to win the comp too.
Mate, them at full strength is a rep side, literally.
Realistically, it's reeking of a Panthers Roosters final, isn't it?
It is reeking. It's kind of like last year when we got to this point, we're like, it's Broncos Panthers.
Yeah.
This year, it's Panthers Broncos. Panthers Roosters.
It just
maybe
is.
the Melbourne Storm. If
But
Melbourne
they've
Storm,
just got there's so many injuries, bro.
if
Like
they get all
Harry
their
Grant's-
cattle back though,
Yeah, big if.
true.
You know, Harry Grant, if Aminaring, Cameron Munster, where's that at? Pappenhausen's toing and froing. Like
He's back now.
He
looking
is
sharp.
back now.
But he does get it, yeah. I see.
But there are issues potentially.
Don't forget, you can watch all NRL games on KO and plenty of other stuff. Fantastic platform. The
best.
It's the best. And also, I'll be actually heading over to Perth for UFC.
So am I.
Oh, there you go.
So are we.
There you bloody go.
That's nice.
That's nice. Are you going all week?
We are going on the Friday.
Okay, I'll be there from Tuesday.
Yep.
And look, it's just nice.
We'll be there for the press conference, I believe, is Friday.
Yep.
We'll be there for that. Wayne Saturday.
Nice. That's
Fight
good.
Sunday.
Well, that's just great. That's great to hear. That warms my heart. I'm not over there by myself now.
No, we'll be there, 100%.
How good. Yes.
I'm
okay.
frothing, mate. It's going to be
can't wait.
sick.
Oh, man. I've actually never been to UFC.
You are going to have your nuts blown off.
know.
It is unlike anything else. Like, you've obviously gone to a lot of boxing.
Yep.
The production value that the UFC and the Yanks have thrown together, like, it's just another level.
Andrew Plicker's Adesanya, like, seriously,
Yeah.
couldn't ask for much better than that.
We interviewed Duplessis the other week.
Yeah.
Right, like a really nice guy.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
How good's MMA, UFC?
Oh, it's
It's
good.
the best.
Oh, hook it in my veins.
Because what I like about UFC is you can dip in and out.
Yep.
You know, you can be like, you can maybe watch 4 or 5 cards a year
Yep.
and still kind of be engaged with the sport.
Yeah.
There's not much commitment required.
Yep.
You can just watch. Even if you don't know much, you've got 2 blokes or Sheilas just punching the shit out of each other.
Unbelievable.
It's the best.
Mate, honestly, when Islam fought Volkanovski, that was the best sporting event I've ever been to.
The one over in Perth.
Yep.
Oh,
The
so you went to that one.
RAC arena is elite.
Yep.
So sick.
Okay.
And the atmosphere in there was fucking unbelievable.
Okay.
And there's some Aussies on the card as well, like Bam Bam's fighting and shit, so it'll be sick.
It's going to be the best weekend ever. Alrighty, let's get to some tips, shall we?
Let's do it.
Queensland versus New South Wales. Queensland are $1.79. Holy. New South Wales, they are $2.04. Boys, what are we going? And by how much?
New South Wales, obviously.
Yep.
I need to go back to my theory on New South Wales sides and Origin generally. If New South Wales win, we usually win big. We don't win the tight grind. So I'm going to go New South Wales by 14.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's 16, New South Wales.
I'm going to go Queensland by 12.
Yep.
Queensland by 12.
Like if New South Wales do win, there's just no way it's by 2 points or 4 points. We just don't win those ones.
And to the games in the weekend, fellas. Dolphins versus Rabbitohs. Dolphins paying $1.64. Rabbitohs $2.27.
I like the Rabbits tonight. I really like the Rabbits tonight.
Oh, we got
same.
You went. What did you go last week? Raiders Tigers.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but did you watch that game?
I did. Of course I did.
The Raiders, like both sides, Raiders Knights, both sides. The last half an hour was some of the worst football I've ever seen. Like no one was interested in winning that game. No one wanted 2 points. It was unbelievable.
How about
But no, I did lose.
I said last week as well, Titans
lose.
over Sharks.
You did say that. You did say that.
Sharkies.
You did say that.
Poor old Sharkies. Poor old Sharkies.
Stink.
You reckon you win this tonight, Matty? Surely.
I am in shock that we are not $1.60 favourites.
I can't work it out because Latrell's not playing. Is that it?
Sure, but Hammer's not playing. Our 4-pack's basically the same except for Cam Murray.
Yeah.
Like, we've been winning without these players the last few weeks.
Yeah,
100%.
It's money time on this one.
Yeah, it's money time.
Dolphins out of form. I can't believe we're not favourites.
I'm licking my lips, my rugby league lips.
Okay.
Triple staked it. That's an about even reference.
Sharks versus
That I
West
don't
Tigers.
I'm going to go Sharks. I'm going to go the Sharks. Yeah.
They have to win.
They've got to win. How many have they lost on the trot now?
4. 3.
Is it 4 or 5? It's not 5, is it?
I think they've lost 5 from the last 6, but I'll confirm.
Oh,
Been tough.
that's horrific.
Still top 4 though, which is insane.
I know that isn't.
Isn't that insane?
Shows you how close the table is. Titans v the Eels.
Titans, yep. I just can't see how the Eels win.
Yeah, Sharks won from their last 6.
Broncos v the Dragons.
Bronx.
Yep. Broncos.
They literally, this is a season fight. If they don't win this, they literally might not make the 8.
That's 6 in a. It'll be 6 in a row, won't it?
Out.
But as Matty Johns said the other day, for Broncos to make the 8, you will have to spend all your pennies making it. So by the time you get there, you're not gonna throw a punch. I don't think.
No. Manly Knights.
Manly
This
win and win well.
Yeah,
this is going to be
serious
easy.
humping.
Turbo with the C on the arm. They've said he's going to play fullback, but we'll have to wait and see. I think he'll probably play in the centres again.
Makes no sense.
It would be the most ridiculous thing. I think Tommy Talau goes to the wing and Lehigh goes to fullback.
Yeah.
Who wins, Evie? Manly or the Knights?
Manly.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Well, that's a good note to end us on. As usual, we'll go and F ourselves.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.